It's May 15th, around 7 in the morning, and I'm about to start the hike through Lavender Canyon. I'm going to go the right fork today. This arch is right past the gate entrance on your left, and it looks like an elephant to me. This is Caterpillar Arch. And you can probably hear the wind. It's kind of windy today. And this is the road / trail. Just a little past Caterpillar Arch, the road splits. The left one goes to the main Lavender Canyon. The right one, pretty obvious, goes this way, and that's where I'll be going today. And almost every nook and cranny along the trail, you can see remnants of the ancestral Puebloans. Alright, you see this super deep bowl alcove here? And then to the left there is an arch, easily seen. Right below it, if you'll go through this and take away that bend in the river, just go across here and make sure you stay away from the cryptobiotic soil. There's not a whole lot in there, but stay off of it. And it's very scenic, lots of flowers, lots of cactus that may be flowering, lots of views. It's a very overcast today, which is kind of nice because yesterday it was hot. Little fork in the road here. I went left, but this canyon to the right looks interesting. Look at all the holes. I started seeing water about 3 miles up the trail / road. It's not really a road anymore, as you can tell. That definitely made the hiking easier. Wet sand instead of dry. Look at this giant alcove. So a little past 3 miles up. And if it rains, there's my shelter. Right past the super huge alcove, you'll come to this split. It's the only split that even gives you a question. I went left, have no idea what's up there, but there's a very nice arch this way. Go left and you'll see it. This cool looking arch is about the 4 mile point. I'll get that exact for you. Good place to turn around because continuing on, the trail just gets crowded with rocks and debris and limbs. So if you want to work through that, fine, but this is my turnaround point. Okay folks, so I'm the lazy hiker, and shortly after that nice arch, the trail started getting like this. Lots of climbing over these obstacles, going through tiny crevices and rocks, which I'll show you here. I crawled through this one, which is fun, but I think that's the end of the line for me. I'll be heading back. So remember, it's May 15th and this water may not be here when you come. I would not suggest coming to Canyonlands between Memorial Day and Labor Day unless you're just looking to stop at viewpoints. This is one tall cliff wall above me. That would be really cool to see after a rainstorm. This is a neat looking side canyon you could explore if you felt like it. Hello folks, this is Lazy Hiker. I just finished the West Fork Trail of Lavender Canyon. The trail slash road that it eventually becomes a trail, not a road. I just took off my shoe. We're going to see how much dirt comes out of this sock because the last one was tremendous. That's not quite as much, but look at what's in the shoe. that's a lot of dirt. So a lot of sand trail work walking on that trail. If you can get away from it by going down some of the bends, then do it. But mostly you're going to be walking in that deep sand. Wow, this is still coming out of there. So walking in deep sand is not fun. You can just avoid that. You've already taken the drive to the gate. You can drive on up down the West Fork as far as you can go. You'll probably be able to get about 2 miles, and then you can walk in another 1.5 miles or so and explore some of the canyons. The only reason you would want to leave your car at the trailhead is if you want to backpack in, which I'm doing. I didn't come in too far. My pack was heavy. I'm not used to backpacking. I've been backpacking for 30 years, but it's an experiment, see how things work out. And I just day hiked on up. It's a nice trail. It gets narrow at the end. I kind of like wide open canyons, and this is not one, but it's interesting. I like the first part better than the last part, except for that arch at the end, which was very cool, which I almost didn't see because I wasn't looking up like I knew I should be. I kept looking up all the time, but then I took a rest. I thought about turning back, decided going up a little bit further, and saw that arch. So that's about 3.5 to 4 miles up the trail, no more than 4. So if you want to get to that arch, you'll take a left at the first Y, and then another left further up. There's another smaller Y. So as long as you go left, you're going to get to that arch. The trail itself probably 3.5 to 4 miles again to that point. So 8 miles round trip at the most, depending if you wanted to do some exploring to the other canyons. It gets easier as you go up because the sand is not as big of a problem. You get less sand, you get more rocks, and it's more compact, so that's good. But then as you keep on going, you start having to climb over rocks a little bit, and at the end when I stopped, turned around, you were doing a lot of climbing and ducking. So fun trail. It was kind of overcast today, which was good. It made it not so hot. Yesterday was pretty hot. So glad I came, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. As you know, it helps us get more viewers. Thanks. The sun came out later, which brightened things up a bit.